Welcome back to my channel. It is time for my Empties and Purges video. I have a lot of items, so I might not be as descriptive as I would have otherwise, but I am going to try to give you information about everything that I got before me, because like I said, it's a lot. And hopefully the information about it will be useful. So let's go ahead and dive into the masterpiece before me. Okay, so I am going to pull out my sheet masks. These are all the sheet masks that I have gone through recently, quite a bit. Okay, so there was the Star Skin VIP that I loved. Can't remember too much about it other than the fact I liked it and it felt very hydrating. It was a little bit different because it had two little sections on it, but it was nice. And then I had these ones here. I went through 4 of these. Oops. These are Botanics Hydration Burst Hydrating Sheet Masks. I did like them, but they felt a little dry going on. They had these funny little things that you put over the ears to help hold it in place. That I did like because it made it easier to do other things while it sat on my face, but there it is. So I do like that one, just a little drier than I expected. Okay, so then I had 4 of these. I'm sorry for my skin. Loved this. It felt super hydrating, had kind of like a gel-like substance to it, but it was very enjoyable and it did wonders. Okay, so then I have the bubble tea, lemongrass, and green tea. You know what, honestly, I can't remember too much about these, so I'm just gonna let you know what they were and know that I enjoyed all of them and don't have any complaints because I can't remember any problems with any of these. If there was a problem, I would have remembered. So I'm just gonna go through these ones real quick. This one is the bubble tea, lemongrass, and green tea. That was nice. Then this one was the hibiscus and acai berry tea. And this one was, what was this one? This was the Honey pineapple one. That was nice. And then I had the papaya face mask by Honey. And okay, this one I did use and I did have feelings about. I did not enjoy these as much as I thought I would. These had a 3-part step. The cleanser, this was cleanser, peeling pad, and sleeping mask, and this one was cleanser, sheet mask, and moisturizer. They weren't bad, but as someone who has an insane amount of steps to their routine, I did not enjoy them as much because of all the steps I'm used to doing. If you're someone who really doesn't spend a lot of time on your skin, these are great, but for me, it was a little bit of a mess. Alright, and then I had the Essentials Brightening Mask, which was good, and then the Essentials Calming Mask. And that was it for the sheet masks. Okay, so I used this. This was a facial mask, and it was paraben free. My friend Brianna from PurplePinkRed sent this to me, and I used this stuff. This stuff really did me wonders during those drier months, and I really wiped that thing clean and super wonderful. And I don't know if we can get this in the States, might not be able to because she sent it from Australia, and she was trying to get me unique things from there. But this was really, really good, and if you ever see it in the store, I highly recommend getting it because it's beautiful. And then I had these face masks from Ofra, and I had 3 of them. I've used all 3 of them. They don't last long. They work okay, but you can get better ones with more in them for less money. Okay, so then we had the Hibiscus Anti-Aging Night Cream. This was also something my friend Brianna sent. And I'll have a link to her channel below and up top in the icon too if you want to check her. She has a lot of wonderful reviews on Lush, so if you're a Lush fan, you definitely need to check out her channel. But anyways, that is the mask there. And of course, I used that one up as well. I really wiped that baby clean. And I really enjoy that. She definitely knows her skincare, because let me tell you, everything she has sent me so far has not been disappointing. Okay, so then let's move on to this. This was the Caviar Anti-Aging Replenishing Moisture Shampoo. And I had their conditioner as well. I liked it, just didn't last long, so I don't know if this is something I'd repurchase, knowing that it's not exactly cheap and doesn't last long. So, but it was nice, and it really has a really pleasant smell to it. Okay, so then we move on to the Akar Skin Balance Toner, and I believe this was in an Allure box. Use that up, and I have to be honest, although this Akar brand is very expensive, I've not really been enjoying most of the skincare products with them. And it's not because it doesn't work well. It works beautifully, but I don't like the smell. If I find the smell off-putting and it's on my face, I'm just not likely to use it as much, no matter what the price is. So I really felt like I had to force myself to use this because of the smell and the price. Okay, so we've got this Lucy. Now this is a 4-in-1 radiant face mask, highlighter, moisturizer, and treatment. And I believe that came in a Petite Valor box. I'm not sure, I might be wrong on that. But maybe it was the box by Fashionista. I don't know. Anyways, I used that up as well. I used it every single way, and I think I preferred it as a night mask, but they all worked well, and it worked great. So this is another product I would definitely recommend. And this was another product that my friend Brianna sent me. This is a Deep Sea Hydrating Mist Toner. This I absolutely loved, clearly, because it's empty. See that? Empty. And it was lovely. So again, if you live in a place where they have this, definitely give it a try. Alright, and yet again, another product from my beautiful friend Brianna. This is the Trilogy Balancing Gel Cleanser. Can you see that? Oh, there we go. This is a pretty generous size for a cleanser, and it lasts a very long time. You really don't need much, and it worked beautifully, so no complaints on this either. Again, she knows skincare. Definitely knows skincare. So hats off to you, Brianna. Alright, then I have this styling gel, and this was in a box. I don't remember which one. I want to say it was Petite Valor. I don't know, but that is what it looks like. And I used too much the first couple times I used this, and it wasn't a cute look. So if you do get this, know that you need very little, and it does work, and it smells so good. Alright, so this was a deep hydrating serum for the face and body from So Susan. And this was in my Color Curate bag. And like I said in that video, when they send me anything that says body, I overuse it on my body. And that's exactly what I did. I went through it super fast, and it did seem to tone the body a little bit, or the skin, and it smelled really good, and I have nothing negative to say about it. It does last a while, which I didn't expect, but it did last pretty well. So, okay, so I have this Classic Face Sport Sunscreen by Kula in SPF 50 because I just burn, I don't really tan. And I really like their face lotions with SPF. Well, they all have SPF because that's their thing. but they don't irritate my eyes, and that's a big deal because regular sunscreen on my face really irritates my eyes. So I do recommend this as well. I have more that I use. I have plenty of bottles, so you'll probably be seeing this pop up in my next several videos. Alright, and then I have the Very Cherry Clean, and this is from the pharmacy. This was in BoxyCharm. I didn't have high expectations for this because I really don't like fruit smelling things on my face. Fine on the lips, but just not on the rest of my face. But it actually works really good. I of course use this thing up. Comes with a little stick, see, to dig it out, and it's kind of like a firm balm texture to it. And well, it says cleaning balm, so there you go. And it really helped loosen up the oils and the makeup on my face after a day of wearing makeup, and I really enjoyed the smoothness it gave my skin when I would clean it. So this is another recommended product. Next I have is the Luminous Pro Collagen Rose Facial Oil. And again, I use that up. I think that goes out without saying that this is a really good product, and a lot of people love LMS anyway. The one thing I can say is that a friend of mine was using it and it didn't do well for her because her skin is not dry like mine. So if you have oily skin, this is not the facial oil for you. Now, you can use facial oils on oily skin. You just have to be selective about the one you use. Then I have, I guess you say, Lou by Shanxio, and this is a balancing, hydrating, and calming serum, and I used that up as well. No complaints about it. Worked really nicely and beautifully, and I loved how smooth it made my skin feel. Right, then I had this Hey Honey Take Away the Drama Youth Boosting Honey and Copper Peel Off Mask. And of course I like that, nothing to say about that. Then there was this Ritual Harmonizing Foam Shower Gel. These products are really a waste on me because I am that person that goes, ooh, look, foam, and just literally uses it more because of the foam, and I'll just sit there going like this, and it goes, and then I have a big pile of foam, and I think I need to play with it. And so, yeah. Anyways, so let's go to the next thing. The next thing we have here is the Deodorant Cream by Speak. And this was a Petite Valor product. I used that up. I really like that. It did not irritate my skin at all. No rashes, and it worked very well. No stink. Alright, then there was the Pacifica Coconut Water Micellar Cleansing Tonic. I used it, it was nice, but I generally don't use micellar waters. It's just not my thing. But it was nice. A couple more products that my lovely friend Brianna sent me. This one was the Trilogy Rose Pence Radiance, Serum. And I did not think I was going to like this because sea algaes usually do not do well on my skin. But this did beautifully, and of course I used it up. And she also sent me some body wash, and this body wash was from Grams. It's with Manuka honey and coconut, and I absolutely love everything with Manuka honey. So she did beautiful on that, and this was really nice. And I had this body lotion for Ahava, I guess that's how you say it. Use that up, love that. And I had this other lotion, body lotion from Adula Naturals, and this was 1000 Roses body lotion. That was nice too. So, and that is it up the empties. Now we're going to go over to my purges because, like I said, there was a lot. Alright, So first purge is this pixie stuff, and I put it in the purge pile because technically there is some, but when it's that low, it doesn't spray out right, and it like squirts on my face, and that doesn't really look good on my makeup, so tossing it out even though there's a little bit. But otherwise, I really love their mists. I have dry skin, and it has oils and stuff on it that really hydrates it and makes it feel wonderful. Alright, so I am going to go through my foundations that I'm tossing out, and I'm sure you can guess what one of them is. If you actually watch my videos, you know what one of them is. So, actually this right here is the hydraulic acid primer from ColourPop. There's a little bit left. It's a little difficult for me to get out, so I'm tossing it out for that reason. But I love this primer, and I have another bottle already in use. But for my foundations, I have two ColourPop foundations here that I am tossing out because they've expired and they're starting to separate, and they just don't wear the same anymore. So I'm tossing them out for that reason. And then I am tossing out my Benefit Hello Happy Soft Blur foundation because this has expired as well, and it is no longer laying right and looks terrible. So trash. And then I have the Marc Jacobs Shameless foundation. You guys know I really love this and really was hoping to get another one, but they were selling this like 2 months before expiration date, and it has officially expired, and it no longer wears as beautifully, so trash. Alright, so I have these two Pacific Get Lit Multi-Light. Now, these were supposed to last longer than they did. I'll put it that way. So I'm a little disappointed on that. They are really beautiful, but if you look in there, you can see that they're separating pretty bad. Like, you see that? The oil in there. And when you see it that separated, it's not going to lay right, and it's not going to be pretty. You're not going to have the desired result. So these, trash. Okay, so I have these two car oils, and like I said about the toner, they're not bad products. They are very expensive, but I can't stand the smell, so I am getting rid of them for that reason. The smell is just awful to me, and I can't handle it. So I will not be purchasing these full size ever because I know I will not use it because I do not like the smell. Alright, I have these two ColourPop mascaras. They are really beautiful colors, and I really did like them when I first got them, but for whatever reason, these colors dry out super quick and don't stick to your eyelashes very well. So they are going straight into the trash because they are no good. And I should say, I do like ColourPop mascaras. I have a whole drawer of them. But for whatever reason, those two colors just don't make the cut. Alright, so I've got some ColourPop eyeliners as well. And let's see, is this one ColourPop? Yeah. So I have 5 shades here that I am throwing out, and nope, 4 shades. This is Stella. This one's expired, so it's trash. These ones have expired, so they're trash too. I really love this color, so I might repurchase this one again because this is just a really pretty color, and they have a matching mascara, and it's great with all those summer corally looks, so I might just go and repurchase that one. But these have expired, so trash. And I have used up my Girl Lactic liner, which you see me use a lot in my videos, so this one is also trash. Alright, so I have this Ruby May gloss, and this was in Salito, I don't know. Anyways, that was the color, and it's really full, and I really love it, so you might be wondering, why are you getting rid of it? Well, it busted, and it just like tends to pour out and get everywhere, and it's gross, so I'm not going to hold on to something that's just going to be a mess. And for whatever reason, right now, nope, there it is. It's just a mess. It's gross. It comes out in clumps, and you see it all over the thing, and it's gross. So I'm not going to try to hold on to something that is busted. I have this Winterberry matte lip crayon, and nothing is wrong with this. It's actually really nice. I wore a lot when I got it, but it is expired, so I am getting rid of that as well. Now, I went through all my singles for eyeshadow, highlight, and blushes, and these are all done with and over. So that is all going in the trash because these I know are more than a year old, and I am not going to give that to anyone because that's just really old and nasty. Alright, so I did have this. This is Pure Mineral Glow. This is expired, so it is going in the trash, but I did use it quite a bit when I got it. It was a very nice and pretty glow. And I have an Ofra highlighter that is going in the trash. This is Pillow Talk, and this is actually a favorite highlight of mine. You can kind of see where it's like was used up there. I just have so much stuff that it's really hard for me to hit pan with a lot of products, but I really like this one. So that's goodbye. I'm gonna miss you. And I had this blush in Bellini by Ofra, and I really like that one as well, but it has expired, so it needs to go in the trash. Alright, so I did have this Becca highlight, which I was really sad about this because I did use this. I did hit pan on this, but it's expired and I've stopped using it, so it needs to go in the trash. This is in the Vanilla Quartz, and you can see I really loved it. Alright, so I had the $1 Billion Brow Concealant and Highlight Pencil. I actually really like this, but it's expired and it's really hard to sharpen those edges, which is another reason why it's trash time with that. Alright, so I had this pomade from Salon Perfect. I actually got this in a Walmart box, and Walmart has a box for $5 that they send out seasonally. And that is that. And this is actually the product that made me decide that I like pomades for my eyebrows. So it is pretty decent, but I have more, I have newer, and this is expired, so this is trash. Alright, so I have some eyeliners here and brow pencils that are old that need to go in the trash, so I'm going to tell you the ones that I have here. I have two Mary Kay, that's right, Mary Kay eyebrow pencils. I have not used these in years, and they've been taking up unneeded space in my drawer, so those are trash. And then I have the Smashbox 3D eyeliner, and this was really pretty, but this is expired. Then I have the Swimmables black eyeliner, and that was from Cargo, and that's expired too, so that is trash. And then I had the Emerald Bodyograph liner, and that is trash as well. Then I had the Benefit Give Me Brow stuff here. Now technically it is expired, but I also never used it, so that's a double my bad thing, because I could have passed it on to somebody else who would use it, but I just don't have real natural brows. This is pretty much all fake. If I didn't draw on my brows, I would have none. So something like this doesn't do me any good because there's nothing for it to brush. Alright, then I have the Ciat London Cream Eyeshadow. I am not using this, and I think it's about a year old. I'm not really sure, but it's close enough that I am putting it in, well, nope, it says 6 months old, and I've had it longer than 6 months, so it's expired and needs to go. And then I have the Appeal Liquid Eyeshadow, and this says 12 months. I think I've had it longer than 12 months, so that needs to go as well. And then there is the RMS Beauty Luminizing Quad, and this is only good for 9 months, and I know I've had this for a year, so this needs to go in the trash as well, but that is what it looks like, and that is the inside. They're actually really pretty. I didn't get much use out of it. So that's another reason why I tend to give away palettes and stuff I use once or twice and decide that I'm not going to use it, because I have a huge collection and I'm not using all of it. So if I know somebody else is going to, I will disinfect it and give it to them. But it's usually just somebody I know, because I'm not going to give strangers something and have a whole awkward situation. That's just not happening. So with that said, I have the palette here by the Balm that was in Ipsy, I think. And it's actually a really, really pretty palette. I really like it. The problem is that for whatever reason, these colors crease really bad on my eyes. That is not a formula problem. I have problems with eyeshadows creasing on my eyes because it is hooded, and too many formulas don't really do well with that. Not really sure why. It's not oily. It's like boob sweat. You know, it's not oily. It's just kind of moist, so it creases up and it doesn't look the greatest. So a friend of mine was really interested in this, so I will be disinfecting this before I send it to her. And if you want to know how you disinfect it, you take a bottle of rubbing alcohol, put it in a spray bottle, spray it from a distance, and just let it air dry, and that pretty much kills anything in it, and it does not affect the formula. So do that if you're going to pass along your palettes to your friends, especially right now. And then I had this eyeliner. It was Babe Lash. This is actually a really nice eyeliner, but my hands are too shaky for it, and I've had it a while and not used it, so I'm getting rid of that. Let me see it. There you go. Oh, I just found an empty I didn't show you. This is the New Body Pina Colada Sugar Lip Polish. Now, the only reason I use polishes and scrubs on my lips is because they come in boxes. So it's a bit of a struggle for me to use them anyway, but this one lasted a really long time, and it tastes really good, and it did its job. It's a little more on the coarse side, but it is nice. And this one is vegan and cruelty free and gluten free. So if that's a thing, that's important. If you're gluten free and it's going on your lips, you need it to be gluten free. So that was actually really good. And then I have this lipstick by Lipstick Queen. This is old, and that is why I'm getting rid of it. This is very old, but the color is so pretty. And this particular one tends to wear more like a sheer lipstick, but it's pretty. It's moisturizing, but sad to see it go, but it must go. And then we are moving on to some palettes that I'm getting rid of, and I don't have very many palettes I'm getting rid of because I like I said, I do regularly clean out my makeup. I think you need to, especially if you have makeup regularly coming in. You need to keep it clean and keep things that you're going to use. If you're not going to use it, get rid of it. Give it to some friends, family who will use it. Just make sure you disinfect it and keep it clean before you do. Alright, so I am getting rid of my City Limits palette. Now this absolutely was one of my favorite palettes. I used it quite a bit, and it doesn't look like I used it quite a bit because I have a lot of palettes and it's really hard for me to use any of them a lot without neglecting the others. But you can see up close that I did use it quite a bit. Really love the formulas, think it's great, but it's expired and I'm not going to keep stuff that's nasty. Now this, I really debated on if I really wanted to just keep it because of the nostalgia, because I really was excited about these palettes when it came out. They came out like a year ago, a little over a year ago, and I loved them and used them, and it doesn't look like I used them again because I have a lot of palettes, but you can see in some of the shades I kind of digged into it. But they've expired and the formula is no longer it no longer blends or applies the same. So even if disinfecting it, the formula no longer wears the same, that would bother me, and that also would keep me from using the palettes. So these have to go too. So that is it of my empties and purges. I hope that I'm able to give you some sort of good information out of this, something useful. Otherwise, that is it. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Otherwise, I hope to see you in my next video.